Hi, I'm Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the chair yoga class. This week, we're working with the theme of wisdom. And what that means to me is reflecting and always being open to learning. And I always like to say that wisdom is the gift of aging. I've learned so much just by doing. We're also going to focus on the hips, which provide so much stability and a good foundation. So go ahead and get centered, and I'll meet you on your chair. So let's just take a moment to notice how we're sitting. Are you tucked back a little? Or are you a little forward? Or can you just find yourself in the middle? Where you're feeling a firm foundation of the legs coming all the way up into the hips, and then a sense of lift. And now we're going to tuck the pelvis back, which would ordinarily probably be bad posture, but we're stretching the spine. So you tuck the pelvis back, right? And the hips go back, and then sit up, and then arch your spine and let them come forward, and then come to neutral. Do that again. Tuck the pelvis back, but pull the belly in so you're supporting and stretching the low spine. Come to the center, and then arch the back, and then come to neutral. And now we're going to roll the shoulders back, just starting to lift up and roll back, and do that a few times. Up and back, and then go the other way, and listening to your body. Just noticing, are you tight in there? Does this feel good? It should feel good. So only go to the place that it feels good. And then inhale, let's reach the arms up. Take the hands behind the head, and let's arch the back again, lift up. And now exhale, you can pull in and draw the chin down and curl. And then again, inhale, lift up. And exhale, pull in. One more time, inhale, up. Exhale, pull in. And let's come to neutral. And then from here, let's take a side bend to the right. We're just going to do a gentle neck stretch. Coming down, really roll your shoulders away from your ears. You might want to drop the chin and get a stretch in the neck. And then coming back and rising up. Let's go the other way. Side bend, and then drop the elbow, drop the shoulders. You could draw your chin down. Feel that nice stretch, and then coming back and coming up. And now we'll reach the arms. So reach the arms up. Let's elevate the shoulders, draw them down, and then elevate, hold. Roll in, roll out, hold. Keep that. Let's side bend to the right. And then we're going to take the right hand down, roll the right shoulder away from the ear, and really reach. So now we're getting all this side body. And then maybe you want to take your gaze down, and then maybe forward, maybe up, and then rising up. Let's go to the other side. So start by reaching up, elevating the shoulders, rolling them away from your ears, and then side bend. You could take your hand down, roll the shoulder away from your ear, and then taking your gaze down, taking your gaze forward, and maybe up, and then rise up. And now we're going to go to the right for a lunge pose. These standing poses, even with the assistance of the chair, are really good because they strengthen the hips and they keep them mobile. So let's bend the back knee. So if you sit a lot, these muscles get tight. So we're really stretching them now. So tuck the butt under and really feel that. The front butt is pulling back. And then from there, try to straighten your back leg as best you can, really feeling that stretch. It's actively stretching. And then we'll take this angel arm. So the shoulder is down and the back is engaged. And take it back. And then notice all the front is opening here. And then we reach the arm. Keep reaching up to go back. You could take both arms if you felt good. Reaching up to go back. Strong hips. Right hip pulling back. Left hip under. Rise up. Let's take a little side bend here. Reaching. Rising up. And now we're going to make our way into Warrior Two, which is an open hip pose. So the legs are opening. The left hip is rolling in a little, but the right hip is really opening. And then open across the sternum as you reach. And then from here, see if you can engage your legs and maybe come up. You really feel that external rotation actively working. Even if you don't come off the chair, just really feel as if you could. And breathe. And then inhale here, exhale, we'll go to the other side. So it's actively stretching the legs when you come up, or even if you get that sense of coming up. So let's bend the back knee and really push under here. So you feel the stretch on the hip flexors. And then try to really straighten the leg, pulling the left butt back. So the hips are active here. I'm really feeling this. And then we take this angel arm so that we contract the back to open the front. And then start to reach the arm. Reach. Maybe you want to take your other arm too. Lift up to go back. Up to go back. Breathing. Lifting. And then rising up. And now let's take a side bend. Reaching over so you feel this whole line. And rise. And now we take it to warrior two. So really feel how the hips are opening. Back foot turns in a little, front foot out. Reach, open across the sternum. See if you can maybe come up. You feel that external rotation lifting you up. And maybe you don't come all the way off, but maybe almost. And back down. And now we're going to take it into goddess pose. So same thing with goddess pose. We're turning out. So the hips are opening. You should feel good inner thighs. Staying here. Now, see if you can. Lift up. And then maybe you go back down. Lift up. Maybe you can't quite get off, but maybe you're off and you're opening. Open the knees. Try to sink straight down. You'll feel the inner thighs really stretching and the external rotators working. And then come back. And this time we're going to come all the way up. And then from here, we're going to take it into a standing posture, Trikonasana, just so important for developing that stabilization in the hips for balance. So inhale, reach. Exhale, let's take the hand down. So the front leg's turned out, back hip is turned in a little bit, and then roll your shoulders open. Feel this nice side stretch. And the hips are strong and balanced. And then inhale, rise up. Feel the hips doing that action. And then turn the back foot in, front foot out. Inhale, exhale. And really strong hips, strong legs, reaching up, opening that right shoulder, breathing. And then inhale, rise up. And now let's take our nice wise goddess stance and see if you can come down through goddess. Breathing, you could use your hands here, coming down and slowly making our way in. And then from here, let's go ahead and let the right leg come up, bending the knee and really getting deep in the hip crease here. And then taking it to the figure four stretch, which you should feel some outer glutes here. And you could sit up, trying to open the knee, or maybe you can come forward. It makes it a little bit more intense. And then rise up. And let's go ahead and cross nice and tightly here. Sit way up, squeezing the legs together. We'll take a little twist to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn. And just notice how that feels. You're turning the ribs to the right. Inhale, shoulders are down. Exhale. And then inhale, coming back. Let's do the other side. Left leg comes in. Feel that deep hinge in your hip here as you open. So we're opening from the hip, not the knee. You come across and try and sit up here. Notice where you curled back. We want to sit up. And if you can, some of you can come forward. And you should really feel this outer hip, the external rotators. And then rising up. Let's try to cross tightly. So bring those legs close together and sit up. Sit up and just notice that, squeezing the legs together. And then we come to a twist here. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, turning the right ribs to the left. Shoulders are down. Inhale, exhale, turning. And I'm turning from my right ribs to the left. Exhale. And then inhale, come back to the center. Let's take the feet down. Let's take a breath in. Find these angel arms, lift the sternum. Reach the arms, lift way up, up, up to go back. Listen to that inner wisdom telling you to just go to where it feels good and open and breathing, and slowly come down. And now we'll come into Paschimottanasana. So let's go ahead and come to the edge of your chair. Let your butt go back. Deep hip crease here. Lengthen your heart forward as much as you can. And then at some point, go ahead and surrender. Your feet could be wider too. And your hands could be up here. So just go to where it feels good in your body. Inhale, lengthen, and slowly rising up. And then we'll come back to seated and just notice, can you find a nice supported posture in your chair? And stay there for a moment, closing the eyes. And I'm going to go through some inspirational quotes on wisdom. Wisdom begins in wonder. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. To acquire knowledge, one must study. But to acquire wisdom, one must observe. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Wisdom is not a destination you arrive at, but a path you walk with patience, curiosity, and grace. Wisdom is the gift of aging. Let your inner wisdom guide you in everything you do. Namaste.